50% of what it was in, like, the first week. To be fair, it is the weekend after the 4th, so that does impact it quite a bit, but that's not good. Not good, Funcom. I will say, like, a good majority of the problem is the hacking, but the other half of that problem is the severe lack of endgame stuff to do. Which is why I've humored the thought of starting another character, but not gonna do that until I get everything that I could possibly do with this one. You lose your gear and your inventory in PvP, PvP would actually be worth. Would it though? Cause like, you could lose your inventory, but the gear I don't really think is worthwhile in this game. Like, it's so easy to craft the same thing everybody else has, you know? It would just be another thing to lose. I mean, it would be better than losing an ornithopter, but I don't know if I'm in full agreement with that. I've been handed a public kids sandbox filled with cat shit. The cat shit is the worms, I would imagine. To have an endgame with that, you fight for gear. I mean, I don't know. No, I disagree. Gear's not worth fighting over, you know? The last one of my friend group's still playing, so I mean, you guys are really encouraging Wayon to keep playing, I'm sure, because I just got him to start playing. Fuck. I mean, it is the hard truth reality of the game, but I'm gonna try and make the best of it once I've got a group built up. Still grinding and holding out hope for improvements. Yeah, just gotta give them time, you know? Give them time. They got a lot on their plate, so if there's anything I'm full of, it's a lot of copium. And from Last Oasis and Star Citizen, that's what I thrive on. Hope. I expect players to keep with the dystopic lore of Dune. And that's kind of what I touch base on to a degree with my video about how they can fix endgame. They need to set up some sort of system of guardrails to guide players to keep in tandem with the dystopic lore of Dune and actually have some sort of faction-oriented something. We have nothing incentivizing us to work together or have big wars. It's just everyone out for themselves. Especially if they want endgame to be group-oriented. Basically just a destroyed sandbox with bugs and worms, but it's an amazing, fun shitbox. Yeah. I mean, the basin's really good when it's not being buggy. The deep desert is good, but again, bleak. I told my friends it's still early. They didn't quit necessarily, just hit walls. Yeah, I mean, at least you're able to bank a lot of your stuff, so you don't have to worry about your like end game gear necessarily. I don't know how much you can put into the bank, but Deep Desert's far too empty. Right. Yeah. There needs to be, like I said, like contracts, which I kind of wish I brought that up, but I don't think there was any need for me to bring that up in the video because the devs themselves said that they're adding more contracts and dungeons and dungeon bosses. So the fact they spoke out and said that they're adding that, yeah, no point in me bringing that up in the video, but that is definitely heavily needed and would be the first step in the right direction to make endgame better. Lore fitting, but game-wise, terrible decision. Yeah, for sure. If you destroy someone's ornithopter, I don't know, I haven't destroyed someone's ornithopter. I've had my thopters destroyed, but I would imagine you would get the cargo if you fully zero it. be kind of dumb otherwise. Because then at that point, you're just zeroing someone's thopter for the sake of zeroing it. You have to break into the storage compartment. Oh, so even worse. People are zeroing thopters for the sake of zeroing them, even though they don't need to get the loot. That's cute. It feels like they tried to combine the dynamic of like your general MMO, like Elder Scrolls Online and World of Warcraft and stuff like that, with like the basin, and then they tried to make it deep desert, like Rust, and it just does not work. It doesn't mesh. They gotta do a better job blending the two, I think. Oh my god. I might need to focus on making some bigger storage things, because this is getting incredibly annoying. Not having room for anything. Oh my goodness. Driving me nuts. I may talk a lot of shit about endgame, but I'm still gonna play the game, because I still enjoy it. I think it's good. Could be better, though. Really like your base location. I'm gonna look for it in this area. Give you exact location. So here's Mesa Taril. Go directly north of that. And if you go to Crossroads, as you just saw, there's a little cave you can cut through. And there's like a path you could drive over there. I like the base location. It was a pain in the dick to set up, but I'm proud of it. Sounds like Toxic Last Oasis zeroing and they don't even need to. Yep, that's why I'm numb to it. Because I played so much Last Oasis. Gives them time to go back if you don't take their loot. Like if you shoot them down just out of fear, then leave. Well, you have like a full-on minute timer before you can spawn in the deep desert, so like there's no need to zero. The first questline is literally about how you're a deniable asset with no direct affiliation. There's no lore reason to not allow faction PvP. You're a merc. True. But then how would you, lore-wise, have it be? I guess it would just be Atreides mercs versus Harkonnen mercs. Like, I feel like that's, I don't know, be a weird gap to fill, but I agree that there should be faction-oriented PvP. I've only been preaching that for the last 2 weeks, I feel like. Base looks cool. It's alright. I appreciate that, but it's alright. It is a box on a rock. A very big box on a rock, but it's a box on the rock. Completely destroying a thopter is unnecessary, so that's nice. Yep. You can spy a shitter when they kill you and immediately start las-gunning your fucking thopter. You know? Really dumb. But it be what it be, that's why you always take shit that's expendable, you know? I think if they did more event point of interests over on the overworld map, it would help remedy a lot of issues. Give people something else to do other than, you know, roll around in the deep desert to shit on each other. Oh, no, I finally ran out. I finally ran out of jasmium. RIP. Yeah, let's get the cobalt paste cooking. More cobalt paste, that is. Oh. As much cobalt paste as I can get going anyway, because guess who's out of water again? What do I need to make the fancier ones? I have one fancy. That's still, I should honestly make more. Oh, that's gonna take all of my duraluminum, dude. Just setting up 3. Damn. I don't even have enough silicon block to do that. Yet. I mean, it'd be worth it, but damn. Capture all point of interest with spawned faction troops to protect it. That would be interesting, but conflicting lore-wise. Because you can't necessarily have... But the Harkonnens and Atreides are fighting each other at point of interest on this map. So, like, I just... There's so many, like, gaps in that. But yeah, I agree. Having some point of interest with spawned faction troops to protect it would be interesting. Something to go after out in the deep desert. Currently in Haga Rift. This move's gonna suck if I break my facilities and rebuild them after destruction. As long as your facilities are not damaged, it should fully refund you. Opened windows? You have opened windows. They're not open. What are you talking about? It's glass. There's a glass there, bud. It just isn't rendered for... Oh, there it is. What? Oh. Why are they not rendered for me? Oh. Now I see what you mean. What the fuck? What windows are they? Well, it'd be nice if they... They're the Atreides ones. Oh, I have it on me. Whoops. I don't think we're getting that spice. Try though. Every little bit counts, right? Get another batch of 10 going if I could snag it. Where is it? There's no way I'm gonna be able to find where... Oh, that is so far away. Someone's 100% gonna be there before I get there. I'll try though. Bricks don't have anything cool, that's what I'm saying. Can a Dune nerd help me with a question? Do we ever find out who the Bene Tlaxu are trying to make into... Because that's Hedarchy. Can you terraform for base building? No. You have to, I mean, you can mesh, but there's no terraforming. I mean, terraforming would be kind of sick. Oh. I'm like 90% sure that was one that I saw earlier. I think this one's bugged. I'm gonna try it anyway, just in case. You never know. That looks bugged to me. Yeah, that does not look right. Yep, it's broken. My favorite. Or whatever, I'm just gonna go back to my base. It's broken, no bother. Tries it anyway. The cope is real with that one. That's what you saw? Yeah. I run into that quite a lot. Very annoying. And it's only with specific, like, it's with the same spawn locations of spices. It's super done. Mr. Chev, 5 PvE PvP areas. Should have been 5 PvE PvP areas. Mark one side, Atreides, the other, 3 middle zones, mid. I disagree. I don't think there's really any need to change up how the basin is. Why is everyone betray Atreides? I'm doing it to balance the server. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd stay Atreides. And then once the new faction comes out, I'm betraying the Harkonnens as well. Well, I wish there were more people betraying Atreides. Then you wouldn't have a land strat that looks like this. Hate it. What was that I was gonna go do before I got distracted by that? Right, I need Jasmine. Desperately. Yeah. Oh, and water. Anyone see that symbol up there? Connection server lost. Are they restarting the servers? I just said exit to menu and it did nothing. Oh, that's bad. Betrayed. People are rolling in with the great puns that I did. I'm just gonna full on quit the client and go back in. Dude, it's not doing anything. I can't even quit the client when there's a server connection issue? What? What happens if I alt F4? Yeah, I got it to work. Alright. So ridiculous, dude. This game is really struggling today. Holy shit. Gonna lose all your water while moving too. Shit, yeah. That's the only thing about doing a move is it's really hard to transfer water, which is exactly why I think they should add a means of having like a water cargo thing for the Thopters. Do you think it'll be possible to transfer your character between main servers, not sieges? I mean, I've heard whispers of them intending on implementing that later, but I think it would be a wise decision because, you know, you dump 100 hours into a character that gets to endgame and you're like, man, I don't like my server. Or how the faction balances. I'd like to switch. Or like I have friends on another server. It would behoove them to implement that for sure. Okay, let's see if I can get back in. They said no server I've heard the opposite though. Like currently, yeah, there's no server transfers, only sieges, but is my server down right now? Okay, is it gonna let me in? Did they say anything? No. Did their server just shit the bed? AMA, they said no. Well, they really want to shoot themselves in the foot, don't they? Connecting photos right now. Did I just lose my character? I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if I lost my character. Holy shit. Let's try restarting again. Oh boy. Man, Dune is on one today, dude. Gotta love it. Try to load into a different siege. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll try that. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, dude. At least I was in my base when the disconnect